What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. As you might be able to tell, we are still in the E-Class. It is Monday morning. On Wednesday is where I got the flat tire on the AMG. So long story short, if you haven't checked that video out and you want to see it in its entirety, I'll link it up here and in the description below. But basically, I got a flat tire. I had to be towed to the dealership. The C63s don't come with a spare. Now, since I have aftermarket wheels and they don't have the stock tire size, a tire had to be ordered. That took a day and a half for it to come in. And when they were gonna put that tire on, they noticed that my other front tire, on the driver's side that is, was just as bad. And we're gonna talk more about what actually caused the flat tire. It was not a nail or anything like that in the road like I thought it was. But yeah, we'll cover that here in just a few minutes. I am, however, on my way to Barbarella Mercedes already, although my car is not done, because I need to go pick up a GoPro that I have in the car, because I'm actually on my way to another dealership. Today is another car review day. If you guys haven't checked out the latest video that was uploaded on the channel, a review of the Genesis G90, definitely go check that out. It's a pretty amazing car. Today, however, we're checking out another amazing car, but I need proper cameras. I had some audio issues at the end of the G90 review, and I think that has to do with one of the GoPros that I've been using. It's a Hero 4. I'm picking up my Hero 5. I need to go buy the new Hero 7. I saw a Casey Neistat review on the Hero 7, and it seems like it's pretty impressive. I have a Hero 5, like I said. I've never really liked that as much as I did the Hero 4s. I bought a Hero 6. At the time, my editing software couldn't handle the 4K 60 frames HVAC freaking format they use, whatever they call that. So I returned it and got a Hero 5 Session, which I absolutely love. But back to the E-Class here. I've had this car a lot longer than I thought I would. I thought I'd just be driving it for like a day, but I've had it now for almost a week, and it's a very, very comfortable car. I like it a lot. Big difference from the AMG, of course. And I did mention this in the initial flat tire video that we did when I picked this car up. It is a base model, so it doesn't have the full dual 12.3-inch digital screens, but it's mainly the comfort of driving this car that's been nice. Seats are amazing. Of course, different suspension and no 20-inch wheels with minimal tire. So it makes a big difference in the ride quality. Yesterday, I picked up the new iPhone XS. I ended up going with a regular size phone from having a iPhone 7 Plus. I posted about this on Instagram, and most of you guys actually recommended the bigger version, which I pretty much expected as well. But I'm actually happy to have a regular sized iPhone again. But my point with this whole thing was that it does have wireless charging, which is nice. That's not something I have in the AMG. Although when you stick it down here in this little spot, it is kind of tight to get the phone down. But nevertheless, very, very nice to be able to charge without using a bunch of cords. But enough babbling about that. Let's head on over to the dealership and see if we can get a peek of side check. All right, so here we are, dealership parking lot, and there's the baby. So we haven't gotten the driver's side front tire put on yet. I can tell just by looking at it. So the thing is, I need to just go grab the keys, grab my GoPro in there. Hopefully the GoPro is in there, and then go do this car review. All right, so I just went and picked up the key from the service guy here so I can get inside the car. Whoops. Oh, I miss you. I'm sick of driving this E-Class. Okay, so it's not in the mid console. Well, I guess I must have, I don't know, misplaced it at home or something like that. But never mind, I'll have to make do without this GoPro. But while we're here, we'll talk about why I got a flat tire. So now I've kept a pretty good eye on the rear tires. But initially when I got the call from the dealership here and they told me I need not one but 2 new front tires, and they explained why the passenger one actually got a flat, I got over here and then they showed me what the tire looked like, and this is it. So basically, because of the camber and the way that the tire kind of sits on the road angled like this, it completely ate up the inside of this tire right here, and it's pretty self-explanatory that it would do it on the driver's side as well. So I'm gonna try to get the camera underneath here. You guys can see right here. That's the best I could show you right now on the driver's side tire that has not yet been replaced. So the rear tires are fine on the inside. It's the front that wears out pretty quickly. Now that is of course because the car is lowered. It has aftermarket springs on it. Now most race cars, they have a camber like that, and then the wheels kind of straighten out when you hit very high speeds, which I don't really do all that often, not even in Mexico. So when you're doing normal driving around town and stuff, it's gonna wear heavily on the inside of your tire there, unless you get the car realigned, which is most likely what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna lose some of that camber. But yeah, I don't want the tire to wear unevenly like that. But the car's not yet done. I have to go to this other dealership and do this car review, and then later on in the day, we're gonna come and pick the AMG up. So for now, we're stuck with the base model E-Class, although it is very, very nice. It is nothing in comparison to my baby right there. All right, so I dropped my key off with the service advisor here, and before we leave for this car review, check this out. If you guys are in the market for a used C63, they actually have one. They're popping up more and more now on the used market. Let's see what they're asking for this car here. C63 S Coupe, it's a 17 with 7,000 miles on it, 76.8. So yeah, has the performance seats. It's a premium 2 package C63, because you can see it doesn't have the full LED headlights. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it does have the carbon fiber mid console. It's got the night package, blacked out exhaust tips. This is black as well. It's a nice spec. You got the black forged wheels. This is black per the night package as well. Yeah guys, 7,000 miles. You're looking for a nice used C63. Here it is. So this spec is actually pretty similar to my first one, except for the exterior color, of course. On my first C, I didn't have the full LED adaptive headlights. I did not have the Disktronic, which this one does not either, because it has the actual star. So yeah, nice car, nice car. But now time for a car review of something else but a C63. So the weather is not looking all that promising. Kind of dark clouds here. I'm hoping it doesn't start raining, because I really want to do this review. So we got a little accident here. Hope everyone's okay. Pontiac Vibe. All right guys, so we picked up the car for today's review. Boom. Yeah, I know it's a little different. It is the 2019 Lincoln MKT. From my days of selling cars and having some of these in our used car inventory, I love this car. I know it looks a little different, just like its cousin, I guess we could call it, the Ford Flex. It has that little hearse look to it, which I guess is not in its benefit. But besides the slightly weird looks, this is an amazing vehicle. So I wanted to review this car for the channel. However, that's not what this video is about, so you guys will of course have to see this review in the upload after this one that you're watching right now. So I'm gonna start doing my thing here, and then I'll see you guys when we are done with this and we're going back to Bobby Ray Hall and picking up the AMG. All right, we're back in the E, and I managed to beat the rain in regards to the review, but I guess when we pick the AMG up, I'm gonna have to drive her home in the rain. Hydrolock. Alright guys, we are back in the AMG finally after almost a week, well 5 days, something like that. feels good to be back. Horrible weather though. So I'm currently driving home, and I'll see you guys back in the garage. But before we go home, gotta get some gas. I didn't even know I had a Shell gas station just a few miles from my house. That is weird. I've driven by here millions of times, never thought of it being a Shell gas station. Finally. Yep, quite a job to move all these cars around. Yeah. All right, so we just got back from the dealership here, and I thought I'd go over the actual service cost and everything that I did, because I did also do service B. Now, service B includes a whole bunch of stuff here. So inspect and top off all fluids, inspect headlamp alignment, check all tires for uneven wear, check and set all tire pressures, blah, blah, blah. They check the brake pads, a whole bunch of stuff here. I can list it in the description if you guys are interested in knowing exactly what it was. But service B with labor was $687, right there. And then with new tires and labor, 2 new front tires that is, $12.51. So you guys know that I've been doing these videos every time the car is in for service, that kind of thing. So I guess it's kind of interesting to follow it and see exactly what it costs to maintain a C63 AMG like this. Now, this issue with the tires most likely would not have happened if the car was stock. It's because it's lowered. It has definitely different tires on there as well that are a little more expensive. But it's good to have the car back. 2 brand new front tires. So as we can see in the beginning of the video, it is because of the camber up front. Now, I actually didn't get the car aligned. I figured I would wait a little bit with that because these front tires have been on there for over 10,000 miles. I've had them on for 8 months, and you guys know I've been driving like crazy this whole season. Been all over the place, back and forth to Miami. I've been to LA. Not that I drove to LA, but I drove a lot from LA up to Monterey and all that stuff. And then it's been to Poconos. I went to the YouTube call. It's been a lot of driving. So now fall and winter is actually coming up. I know I'm not going to be driving the car as much, so I'm going to have it aligned probably this fall, because I know I'm not going to put as many miles on the tires. And I just love the way the car sits. I love the way it looks. I mean, if we're doing a realignment and the camber changes a little bit, not drastically going to change the way the car looks when it just sits on the road. But for now, I don't feel like it's going to be a big issue here the coming months until probably spring. So I'm gonna just keep a very close eye on the front tires. The rear tires, they usually always do fine depending on how many burnouts I do. But yes, when I found out that it's because of the camber and the way the car sits, that was not what I was expecting. And as I said in the beginning, I thought I hit a nail or something like that again, kind of what happened with my rear tire, but that wasn't the case. And I guess the way that it happened was good that it happened that way, and the tire didn't explode or something like that. And they noticed that the other tire right away also, so I get a brand new front tire, because it is not the safest thing to drive around like that. But it is what it is, and here we are. I'm glad to have the car back. I've had a very, very busy day. I'm gonna edit this video you guys have been watching today, of course, and then I have the Lincoln MKT review to check out as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. You kind of followed along during a day when I was doing several things, like dealing with this car, and then, you know, leading up to a car review I'm doing as well. So let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you did. You know what to do if you did. And if you're stopping by the channel, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I probably am, but whatever. If you guys are stopping by the channel for the first time and you haven't already and you want to, please subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.